Twice a year, Phoenix gets just a little bit hotter with some of the best heat that Arizona has to offer. Which is pretty much just Jordan GR's Ultra Boost Sneezies, the Heated Soul Summit. Welcome to Arizona's premier buy, sell, trade sneaker event. Because SneakerCon sucked and Duck Exchange crashed harder than Adidas ZX Flux resale value. Find your grail or sneaker you may have missed out on, in every size except your own. Try your hand at the Keymaster machine, which is really just a glorified slot machine for sneakers, and browse the vendor tables. After about 20 minutes for waiting people to move, only to find out that they're taxing and find the same kicks for a cheaper price from some kid walking around with them in a duffel bag. Walk among diverse members of the culture like OG heads, kids from Scottsdale who got a hold of mommy and daddy's credit card, parents rocking Air Monarchs who have no idea what the fuck is going on, those ambiguously Asian exchange students whose fits cost more than your entire life, Phoenix Suns players for like 15 minutes, and so many MILFs. Kill time between the MC saying 10 minutes to the next raffle over and over again until they finally do the raffle an hour later by eating some okay food, getting a crazy haircut, watching AZ's best customizers put incredible designs on sneakers in the custom competition. Only the city guy who wrote Supreme on it a bunch of times win. Browse clothing brands no one's ever heard of. Socks, artwork, vintage clothing, pillows shaped like sneakers, and watch as everyone stands completely still listening to the local hip-hop artists that no one's ever heard of. So, get your VIP pack, hit the ATM because cash is king, and lace up your best kicks, and get disappointed when half the people there have the same kicks as you, unless it's Diodora, Asics, New Balance, or Reebok. Starring Mr. Ben Haddo, same 4 pairs for the last 3 years. Hypebeard Man Bun. Jumpman, Jumpman, Jumpman. Your deck ain't Supreme though. Diet Round 2. Dong Cellar. Pound for pound. Wait. That one table that's not even really a table just gives out a free pair of Jordans for some reason. Greg, Ryan, George, in a building. And about 1,000 pairs of whatever shoe came out that weekend. The Heated Soul Summit.
Yo.
Break.
Think This Podcast. Episode. Why you gotta do that?
What? You said you needed something.
Episode 81?
2.
81.
81. Tim Brown.
Okay.
See, you said 80.
No.
Did I steal your thunder?
It was
No.
81 in the email.
It's 81.
Oh, okay.
81.
Tim Brown.
George, Ryan,
Yes.
Andy.
Tim Brown.
Yo, yo.
Special guest Andy in the building.
What's up?
Tim Brown.
Greg. Back in the building. Jersey number 81.
Randy Moss.
No, he wasn't.
He wore
84.
80, and he wore 81
Oh,
too.
he did for Patriots. I bet you don't know who else wore 81.
Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens in San
Good
Francisco.
one. Who else?
You can keep going down the list. All the receivers ever in NFL history.
Good one, but come on. This guy was a killer on the field and off the field.
Anquan Bolden.
Come on.
Anquan Bolden. Ray Caruth?
No.
Anquan
Bolden, good one. Come on.
He's not a killer.
Killer on the field and off the field.
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez.
God.
That's too
Number
soon.
Nobody
81.
thinking about him no more. He's been dead too long.
Too soon.
Hey, man.
I forgot he was dead until like the other day.
Yeah, I did too. You
don't remember that he's dead. You think
I
about it
do.
every day?
No, I just remember he's dead and I forgot about him because he died.
You said Ray Caruth, and you can't remember Aaron Hernandez is dead. Oh, wait, that was you that said that.
No, he said Ray Groot.
Oh, okay, you said Ray Caruth.
We don't sound the same.
Yeah, but
Some people thought you guys
you said,
something.
I mean, you said killer, so that's the first one I think of.
I think a killer. I was thinking Ray Lewis first.
Well,
Always
but
do
he
too.
wasn't a wide receiver, and he didn't wear 81. He might have killed 81 people, but we don't ever know.
We'll never know. Special guest in the building.
Now he's a stand for the man.
He's a changed man.
special guest.
He is a changed man, actually, but not in a good way.
He's a
He found
changed man
God.
all the way around. Special guest in the building, Andy Green. Can't get enough for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could add applause on the thing.
I don't want to do all that.
Yay!
You got a lot of ideas though, for me to stay up later and later and later. It's gotta be like, oh, you can add them gunshots later. Add that soundboard later.
I told you to plug it in while we have it here. You don't want to do it.
Too loud.
Whatever.
Andy Green in the building.
I'm sure you can turn that down too.
Yeah, possibly. Weekends. Anybody have a good weekend? Anybody do
Yeah.
anything?
I saw you most of
Did
the weekend.
anyone have a good weekend?
That's
I spent most of my weekend with you at the Heated Soul Summit.
That's right. Andy was there.
Andy
was
was
there.
there. George was not.
I was hungover.
ASU won. Big upset.
Who they play?
Washington.
Oh, that's right.
Cleveland Browns lost. Cleveland Indians lost. Cleveland Browns have a new starting quarterback again this week.
News different.
Arizona Cardinals won.
Oh, that is right. On the
that's
episode last week, you said tomorrow you will. What do you say? Something about your NLDS champion Cleveland Indians.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, I'll do it. Went to Manor today. Picked up my Manor breast cancer T-shirt.
Shout out to Manor.
My Manor old E hat that
I need
Adrian
that hat.
Peterson has.
I need that hat.
They don't just have breast
All
t-shirts.
day AP
Or they
with
have
titties on them.
yeah, like breast t-shirt. No,
No,
sorry.
That's across
or
the breast.
bras.
Yeah, weekend was fine. We were at Heated Soul
Breast
Summit.
cancer sucks.
Yeah, breast cancer does.
Breast
suck.
cancer sucks.
Shout out to not breast cancer. Heated Soul Summit. We'll talk about that today.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about?
We'll talk about
NBA
stuff.
opening
top
night.
10 sneakers that people just getting into the game should have in their collection.
Should have. It depends on the person. We should have.
Should have.
I don't know if you could really put a top 10
The
on.
starter pack, the top 10
Starter pack.
the sneaker starter pack.
I like that.
We'll
Nike
talk about
jerseys?
Nike jerseys.
we talk about that a little
Talk
bit.
about Gordon Hayward.
Oh, we could touch on that. Definitely. Oh, that sucks.
Y'all watch that live?
Yeah,
I saw that
made
one
me
live.
feel funny.
You know what's funny is like, I mean, he just fell crazy, and you've seen that a few times, but like I didn't expect his ankle to be messed up. I thought it was gonna be like his hip or knee or something.
The thing that like sent chills through my body was when the announcer was like, "Oh my God, Gordon Hayward just broke his leg, just snapped his leg," and I was like,
See, once I saw the Cavs bench, that's when I knew because they just looked and they all jumped up and started running. I was like, "Oh no!"
You see all the other players, they all just turned around
yeah.
and walked away.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's rough to watch. Man.
oh
I thought, I mean, that one, Paul George, that one, and Sean Livingston when he played with the Clippers those years ago, those were rough.
See, I wasn't watching the Paul George one live. The one that I remembered is Bogart against the Suns.
Oh yeah, that
I think he was like going against Amari in the paint. And
that
came
just
down and
happened.
His arm went inside out.
Oh, we don't like that.
Yeah, that's
What happened?
All right. Somebody on TBS, a white guy sitting in between two black people on TBS baseball, said, "I'm the cream between the Oreo." Why do you why say that on camera?
White people.
I mean,
I
it's
tell you all the time.
It's a funny joke,
White
but like
people.
you can't say that on TV, man. Like you just can't.
You can't say anything on TV anymore.
You can't say anything on TV.
Like that Harvey Weinstein joke, Al Michaels made was funny as hell.
That was funny. I don't understand why they like. That was funny, man.
I didn't even hear it. I just saw. I'm sure the people who
All
said
he
it on
said-
Twitter didn't do it. Certain.
He said the Giants are coming off a worse week than Harvey Weinstein.
yeah,
It's funny.
That's funny, bro.
I guess I just don't look at it like it's not a good enough zinger
Well, the funny-
for me.
the
You know what I
funny
mean?
thing
Like if
is-
he would have said something else, then it could have.
The funny thing is that like until he came back and was like, "Hey, I said something that about somebody that's been in the media this week that was
oh,
distasteful."
you might not have thought about it, but immediately on Twitter, I'm driving home from California on Twitter. Immediately, ding, 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 all
Yeah.
these tweets.
So I like went. I'm like, what did he say? I like it was like so like not like I didn't even.
People realize that shit immediately.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No.
I mean, what's the problem with it?
No,
I don't get it. I mean,
the dude had a bad week.
I thought. I mean, we didn't even talk about like what Cam Newton said that one week. I didn't think it was that. It was insensitive and like just being a jerk. But it wasn't worth like Dannon and all them dropping him unless the woman is like a CEO or something. Like,
Did
the funny
she say
thing
some
is
racist
that-
stuff?
No.
Cam Newton?
She
No,
no.
the girl.
The girl, like 3 years prior, was like posted a tweet that said like, driving with my dad to wherever. He's telling the funniest racist jokes I've ever heard in my entire life.
that's all she said.
LOL at racist jokes or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
So they made a big deal about it.
Man, racist jokes are funny.
Racist jokes are funny.
I'm sorry. All right,
They're funny if you're Dave Chappelle. They're not funny if you're like,
oh man, we say racist stuff all the time to each other.
yeah, but okay,
You go to South Carolina regularly.
I'm not gonna assume.
Okay, chill.
I'm not gonna assume that the girl or her dad aren't funny, but there's a way to deliver a joke and a way not to deliver a
but
joke.
see, that's the thing. There's no proof of what he was saying.
right.
I mean,
I don't care about any of that.
I
stuff,
like
to
a
be
good
honest with
race
you.
joke. I mean, amongst friends. Now, if it's just strangers. I like a good race joke. For some reason, I thought Halloween was this weekend.
No, one more.
Two
more weeks.
2 more weekends. Pickups. Anybody grab anything this week? Andy, go with you. Got anything?
I haven't been a buyer in a long time.
Sell anything?
Sold some jerseys, some shirts
That's
at
about
the
it?
event. Yeah.
That's why Andy's here. He had a table at Heat of Soul Summit, which we're gonna kind of review.
Quick breakdown.
A breakdown. I mean, I guess I don't want to say critique. I guess that's the best way.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. I know they're gonna take it personal. I'm not gonna destroy it, but
Oh.
Yeah.
so nothing.
No. Like I said, I just been selling jerseys, shirts, old stuff like that. That's kind of what's hot right now. So did pretty good at the event. Ended up in the black.
Like black, like a good black, or like
I mean, after expenses and everything, and
Made about
You-
$5.
more than that, but a couple hundred.
oh, you made that.
Yeah,
much?
you can't beat that. That's good, dude.
Oh,
That's a decent
That's
day.
not too bad.
Yeah,
man.
for selling jerseys and shirts.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That works.
Ryan, copy anything?
I did. I found my Ronnie Feig Gel Light 3 homage at the Heated Soul Summit, and I sold a bread one, and I sold a fighter jet foam posit.
Wait, did you? You just sell the foam at the thing, right?
No, I sold on eBay for $300.
God, who was
Also
$300
added
for fighter jet foams?
30 more pairs to my eBay, and there's another 120 waiting to go up.
Worth
I am going
anything?
to finish this year with less shoes than I started with, just like I said, to kick off the year as my New Year's resolution.
You say what?
That was my resolution, to finish the year with less shoes than I started it with.
George, copy anything?
Absolutely not.
Nothing at all. Sell anything? Are you gonna ever sell anything?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
I have to.
We're gonna talk about that too. No, you're not.
For the wedding.
I have to.
No, you don't.
If I don't, then I'll have like $30,000 in debt. So I have to.
Lord.
You got $30,000 in SBs?
Probably not.
I copped the Air Max 97. Shout out to Warren and shout out to Charles Scott for the assist. Shout out to Charles Scott and his wife and their beautiful son. Posted up with us all day at Heat of Soul Summit. That was dope.
You like the grass.
I like them. That's about it. Didn't sell anything. Not that I could think of. But I did pick those up. I'm kind of happy with them. Cheap, $110.
They're dope.
I can't. You can't beat that. What comes out this week? Oh, LeBron 15 came out yesterday, right?
Did it?
The Ghost.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. It came out yesterday, didn't it?
They're dope. They're
Oh.
outlet dope. They're
Outlet
like,
dope. I think they're dope.
no, yeah, but you're not paying whatever, 180 or whatever.
Oh no. I'm not.
Like you're paying like $100.
Yeah, I pay
I pay like
130.
$89.99.
No, I pay 130 for them. They're kind of fire though.
I do
Air
like
Max
the
1
15s.
anniversary. Blue.
Air Max 1 anniversary blue,
that's
27th. 27th?
Jordan 32 came out today, right, or tomorrow?
The bread ones.
No one cares.
Nobody cares about that.
Somebody cares. Brandon Rogers cares on IG. Shout out to him.
Nobody cares.
Gold foams and like a Jordan CEO pack, right?
Another gold foam.
16.
Another one, Gold Foam Pro.
Yeah. 16.
What color's the swoosh?
CEO, whatever
Black.
that is.
What's that CEO pack? It's a 32 and a what? With a strap on it? Okay.
Pause.
What's the one with the strap that comes off? 16?
Bruh.
The 16?
Okay. It's a 16, right?
Bruh.
All right. Anyways, all right. Anything else happening?
16s are fire.
Things fire. Nothing else coming out? You're not looking forward to nothing?
This thing
Frozen
says
rope, Yeezys.
Man, you said you hated those yellow ones, and now all of a sudden they got a gum bottom, and you think they're fire.
they suck. Super suck.
But if they didn't
And-
have a gum bottom, they weren't fire.
And we're only 3 weeks away from getting our wave runners. Well, we're only 3 weeks away from getting our wave runners.
I totally forgot last week. I told him. I totally forgot I even bought them.
I said something to Trejo about it, and he's
Totally
like, "Dude, I
forgot.
forgot I bought those."
Oh, he got some too?
Yeah.
Everybody could have got them who wanted them. I could have got them, but I guess I should have. I couldn't wait that long. I thought they charged your
Forget.
card.
They do.
Oh, really?
Oh,
They charged my card that day.
Yeah, see, that's bogus. Most sites won't, like Nike and whatnot, they don't charge you until they actually ship whatever it is.
Oh, so
Yeah, no,
that's-
they charge
Like
you.
East Bay, when stuff was on back order, they didn't charge you until it shipped out. So, but you know, what Kanye with his website, a little bit different, obviously.
that's a rough one.
How long ago did you get them?
It was like August.
Yeah, August or
End of
July.
August?
I was in California. That's all
I
I
thought
know.
it was like July.
It might have been July.
It was a long time ago. I know it was hot outside.
This says these are supposedly coming out, but I don't know if this is true or not. The NMD that looks like the red apple. You remember that?
Oh, that like red print looking one? Yeah, I seen
It
that.
says this is coming out this weekend, but I
They'll
don't know if
suck.
that's accurate. or
Is
not.
that supposed to be
It's a big deal though, because people who didn't get the red apple are like, "Oh, that's a replacement." So that's why it's a big deal.
I don't understand why those are so expensive and tight. Those are just red NMDs. Those are whack.
Well, demand, rareness.
I
Only
guess.
came out in one city.
I actually was texting with Teddy the other day after the stuff in our on our IG, the litness.
We could talk about that a little bit.
And he was saying the same thing. He's like, dude, Adidas is just gonna kill themselves. Like they're doing.
Oh, that's what Teddy's saying now?
Well,
because when I said that, he tried to make, what do you guys want from him? What do you want from him? That's exactly what he said to me.
He just said that it's just starting to be
the mundane, too much. They drop about 15 NMDs on a weekend. Like, it's too many. It's too much. The colors are whack, or it's too many colors. It's not enough, man. He's got to switch to the Vapor Max God. He's going to have to. I'm not calling him either one, but we just call him Teddy. Yeah. Well, where's his head at right now? You ask him that?
He still loves Boost. He's still a Boost guy.
I'm talking about after the battle, the confrontation.
Oh, I don't think it phases him at all.
Of course it didn't.
He doesn't care.
He won that one, though.
He won it.
I'm not going to lie to him. Like, Corgi is going to come on here.
If he told him to wait in line,
he's going to.
Like everybody else, I was laughing.
Corgi's going to come on here, and Corgi is a little scary, bro. That cat is militant, bro. Real quick, Blake Wynn stuff, that post. Actually, real quick, shout out to Blake Wynn for selling those sneakers and donating money to the Vegas Strong, I think it was Vegas Strong Foundation, to the families of the Vegas shooting. That was really dope of him. And we were going to bring that up anyways. We had sent it in the thread, or one of you had sent it in the thread, and that was dope. Georgia said mad props to him. We was like, if that's dope if he did it, we give congratulations if something happens like that. That was dope. Like, that was tight. I would never take that away from him. Anybody willing to do something like that in order to support somebody else, and it's right in his own backyard. He's in Vegas or whatever. That's tight. Like, and we appreciate that, and we salute that, and nice job. Now, the post that I posted, and this is the thing, it had nothing to do. So a whole bunch of things happened in that post. I don't know if you guys seen Tony 2 comments in the post today. What are you doing? What is that?
If you listening and you got no line at your booth.
I'm going to play congratulations for him.
Right. You got no line at your booth.
Yeah. Did y'all see Tony D's comments in there today?
Man, I don't pay attention
he
to
jumped
them.
in there. I don't even know why I asked you. He jumped in there.
I don't know why I asked you.
He jumped in there today.
You get the notifications, but you don't say nothing sometimes.
Yeah, you don't say nothing.
I mean,
if you see two people like scrapping, no, I don't. I still don't get anything.
You don't even comment it. You like something.
I commented in the other one.
Yeah.
That one had some stuff going on in it too.
Which one? Frenelations?
The big
one? The bathroom video, whatever.
Oh, shout out to Frenelations
Worst
too.
bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
Frenelations is a good sport. All right, I appreciate him coming in there with like passive aggressive amusement, commenting to people. I appreciate that because he could have easily came in there and talked junk. He could have been mad at us, but a few people could learn from that little weirdo. Like, he didn't take anything personal. He was cool with it. Like, so I appreciate that from him. But the post on Wynn, which started a battle between Corgi and Boost God. First of all, just to talk about the post that I put up. So what it was just Blake Wynn, put up a post of 3 younger people than him, because he's like, what, 18, 19?
Who? No, he's in high school. I think he maybe 17. And Tony, check your DMs. You said that put you on the podcast like you asked for. I gave you my number, so hit us up. Whenever you're ready.
Blake is 17, 18, 19, whatever he is.
Don't care.
And he posted some people younger than him with his signature across their face, cheek, forehead, all that. The act of that itself is corny and ridiculous within itself. That wasn't the main reason why I posted that. I posted that because of what it said. It said branding while selling fire merch. The word branding was gross, all right? It's like marking people like I own you. Like, that's what I didn't like. And considering that Blake is more privileged than probably 95% of the kids in the entire building at a sneaker con, 99. I'm not going to say, maybe 99. I'm not going to say 0.9. Who he is. That's not none of my business and anybody else's business of his family.
You can figure it out.
You can figure it out. Okay, you can use
just
your
look
Google.
At his name.
Yeah, look at his name. Use your Googles, all right? I just didn't like that. It was like they own you. Now, he got in there and commented, and, he just defending himself, tried to defend himself or whatever he said, and it's fine. I text him proof about we were going to discuss or talk about the good thing that he did do, and he was cool about it. He said, I get it, and he kind of explained himself, whatever. He said, like, what, I get it, blah, 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 keep doing your thing. I have your number saved, because me and him used to text all the time because he wanted to be on the podcast. So we had a good conversation, and all I did was kind of throw him some advice. I said, hey, man, you're young, don't fall into this attention, and don't start acting like these people are supposed to like you. That was it. And he got it. He was cool with it. And that was it. Just a little advice for him. He was good. He understood it. And that's about it. Like, it was a good conversation. Like, I actually appreciated him being so cool. So, no harm, no foul. Like, I'm not tripping about it. It's not a big deal. Shout out to him. I appreciate him donating that money and stuff to Vegas. And he's a good kid. Just don't fall down that path. And stop writing on people's faces. Everybody. All right. Now, when you talk about Kais doing it, he's a grown man writing on kids' faces. There's a difference. And Tony D said, which I'm surprised nobody brought up.
Inbox me. I just texted him.
Tony D said, NASCAR people been writing on titties forever. It's not the same thing.
Not the same
highly
thing.
doubt that started with NASCAR people, but
It did.
sure.
Probably started
Rock
way.
stars.
Yeah, rock stars, Woodstock. Like, it probably started way back. And that's a different thing. Adults writing on an adult woman's titty, that's different. All right. Now, if NASCAR drivers start writing on kids' titties, all right, I got a problem. We won't even say nothing. All right. The national media will say something.
Chill out.
You know what I'm saying. All right. So that's not even the same equivalent. But either way, Tony D says he's going to come on one day.
Why would you want your titty or your forehead signed anyways? It just
But see, that's
washes
different.
off.
Because
Why
that-
would you? Like, why?
Just like Andy said, that goes back to Rockstar days. To me, if you're a woman and you telling Bruce Springsteen, I don't know these rock people, that's the only guy I know. If you tell Bret Michaels to sign your titty, you're basically saying, like, you could hit if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
That's your pass backstage.
Yeah, that's what that is. Like, that's not...
So that's what signing the forehead is? He's letting him know you can hit?
Hey, I ain't say all that, bro. I'm just saying there's a difference between a grown man signing a kid's forehead and a grown man signing a grown woman's breast, all right? There's a difference. Make sense?
Got it.
You sure?
Mark of the hype beast.
That's all it is. It's just a bad look, man, signing kids' heads, but
Dumb people hanging out with dumber people. Sorry. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate that insight, Boo Snob.
You're welcome.
I mean, we used to write on people's faces when they passed out.
That's
different.
different.
College.
That's way
Draw a
different.
dick.
That's different. That's your favorite pastime.
Drawing dicks.
Yes. You sent that thing today of that kid in class drawing that dick. What was he doing?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know.
I forgot about
Sitting in
that.
class drawing a dick.
He did Soul Summit.
He did Soul Summit.
He did Soul Summit. Andy had a table there. We had, I guess, a table.
Oh, lawn.
A lawn. Yeah.
You
Lawn
okay, you still have yet to tell me what you did, or did you even set a camera up?
We did
or-
nothing. We tried to talk to each other for 5 to 8 minutes.
Did you record anything of any format?
We talked.
We talked.
It's just nothing.
Nothing.
Worthless, man.
Yeah.
Did you record anything with video?
No.
No.
Why not?
We posted 2 pictures, I think, from on IG.
I got nothing for you, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, I don't get it. The whole point was the
It was-
first time filming somewhere.
It was
That was?
That's what you said. We said we're gonna set cameras up and blah 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 blah.
Okay.
it was slightly deflating.
Okay. It was. Okay. Now we have a seller here who sold stuff. So I'll ask you first. Okay. What did you think about Heated Soul Summit? What for people that don't know, Heated Soul Summit is a local sneaker event in Arizona that we have. This is the 8th one. This is our biggest sneaker event that we have. I mean, it's the only one we do have. And
Bro, did you even take the cameras? Did you do anything?
we
No.
set up all the equipment and mics and stuff. We talked.
And
We
you didn't take
talked.
the cameras?
No, man, it wasn't, bruh. It would have been, bruh. Trust me.
It's not like you get charged by the minute. You can just delete the
bruh,
footage.
It just wasn't. And this is the thing. I don't want them to take it personal. Charles, Tash, all of them, they do a great job setting up the event. I think a lot of the priorities are incorrect in making the event better. I feel that if you're the only premier event in an entire state, it shouldn't be on the decline. That's how I'll put it. And it's not that it's not enjoyable. It's just that it depends on who you are at it. You have to cater to certain people. Heated Soul Summit needs to cater to the seller, and the seller needs to cater to the buyer. That pretty much, to me, is how it should work. What did you think of it, Andy?
All right, so I've been to, I don't know, since it's been at Borgade High School back in the
Yeah.
day, you know, when it was a little gym. I've been to Had Those Fest, and when
Right.
they did the Sneaker Bowl one.
Oh,
I've
that's
done
right.
a bunch of different ones. We've had tables before. I've walked around with shoes, just walked around, checked it out. This one just had a different energy.
It did.
I feel like the people that were there buying, I've never seen those people at this event
I've never seen a lot of people there before in my life.
Yeah, like it was very odd. I mean, the clientele was very young. For the first hour, I think the only people that were walking around were people that work for the Suns. I don't know if you guys
I would
noticed
agree with that. There were a lot of like Suns people walking around.
They had their IDs and stuff. And,
Yeah.
You know, that was odd because it looked a little busier than it probably was. You know, I did pretty well, but we weren't selling shoes. We were selling merch. But I felt like I was working retail again. Like I had to go up to every buyer that was coming up there and talk to them and, you know, hey, can I help you out with anything? What jersey are you looking for? What team do you like?
But that's a good thing, though,
I mean,
right?
it is, but,
okay.
you know, in the past, you know, you didn't really have to do that too much. But
Right.
I was walking around and grabbing people I knew and say, hey, come check. I got some, you know, I did to you. I know what
that's
teams
right.
everyone likes and, you know, made some sales that way. But I worked a lot harder than I had to in the past to sell. And a few people next to me had some tables selling shoes that I know. Bobby was over there.
Bobby Shuley?
Yeah, Bobby Shuley.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was with
Your
Chubby.
mic went off.
I'm good.
And they had trouble selling. Nobody was really
And he
buying.
usually has pretty decent prices, Bobby.
The thing is, he only has like Jordans up there, and nobody wants them. I mean, he has a few Adidas and stuff up there, but his prices are everything's 120, 140.
And that's
super
whack,
cheap.
bro. Like, that's what my whole thing is about. Like, I think that, like I said, their energy is focused on different places. Location is a major problem to me.
I don't know if it's so much the location as it is the price. Like, it's hard to get people to pay $30 to come to a sneaker event. You're
Yeah, but they give everybody many opportunities to pay, what, 10, 20 bucks
I think
at
it's 20.
times?
And
But
the VIP packs are dope. Like they put a lot
They
of stuff
put a
in there.
lot
the
of
VIP
stuff
packs
on
are
those
dope.
VIP
They're
packs.
super dope.
Yeah.
But, you know, like somebody came up while we were recording was just like, you bring 4 people. If you've got a husband and wife and like a older son and then
Right.
like you're paying $120, like you're paying a pair of shoes to come to the event, and it is a lot of money.
How much are sneaker cons usually? Look, the same price?
I don't know.
So that's the thing.
I mean, it almost makes makes more
You do
sense.
it, Con.
First of all, it makes more sense to buy the VIP pack because it's at $40. It's $10 more, and you get all that stuff. Like some of the VIP packs, I don't even understand how they put all that stuff in there and make any money on it.
I don't
'cause There's
either.
a lot of stuff in there.
and they get a
Or
Suns ticket.
you might as well just
China.
And a Suns ticket.
or you might as well just buy a table and
Split it.
split it and be there 2 hours before anybody else is in there.
Now, to me, I think location is a problem because it's downtown Phoenix. Like you said, majority of the clientele in there is a lot of them don't look driving age. That's how I'll put it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of grown people in Arizona who don't like to drive downtown. I was telling George when I was driving to the event, an entire entire funeral procession was driving down the one-way street, the wrong way. Like, people get so confused in Arizona downtown, and Phoenix downtown is no comparison to other major cities. All right, let's put it that way. So for parents to have to drop off kids downtown, you know, that's a little weird to them. You can't tell that there's a sneaker event going on looking at the Suns Arena. I think they're too caught up in it being cool being at the Suns Arena. One of my friends that came said you walk in the arena, it's just complete silence because you got to go down the stairs all the way to the bottom. You have no idea it's cracking. Like, you have no idea what's going on or anybody's in there. When you're driving by at the previous places they've had it at the high school, things like that. You drive by the high school, the parking lot is jumping. All right, it's swarming. Even if you're not interested, you like what's going on.
Even when they had BHC Fest last year at like that hall, that
Across the street or whatever.
well, yeah, in Glendale,
Right.
at the Glendale
Oh, yeah.
Convention center, something like that.
Convention center, something. Yeah,
And see, that's one of the good things about that we've always showed Charles respect for is where he has his store, Ben Hattos. His store isn't downtown Phoenix. It's not in like what you would call a super nice location. It's in the hood. I'll be honest with you. It's in the hood because it caters to a lot of neighborhood kids who don't got to drive to get there. Or if they do, their parents are right down the street.
Yeah.
It's right off the freeway.
Right off the freeway. He sells sneakers at great prices to where, like, if you're a kid and you can't pay $180, he'll have some for $80 in there that you can clean up and take care of. Now, trying to get those exact same people that your customers to come to downtown Phoenix, it's hard. And there were a lot of kids walking around with their parents. Like you said, that's $30 for parents and $30 for the kid. And that's a rough one, man. And that bill that to get the arena, you know it's high.
oh yeah, it's got to be.
I mean, for a table, it's $150. Like $150 for a table. And if you don't sell anything, I'm sure every seller's first goal when you get a table is to sell something and make that $150 back. That has to be your first goal. And the work that
You wouldn't know that, though, by talking to some of the sellers.
You wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that.
And with your experience of somebody sell Arizona, just talk Arizona climate and sneakers in general. What were the guys selling the Asics?
There's 2 guys selling Asics. First guy wanted $450 for the dead stock size 10.
Homages.
The homages. And he was like, I gave you him $400. He's like, that's the best price you'll ever find. And I was like, I see him in groups all the time for $350, $375. And he was like, that's groups. And I was like, okay. I was like, they have to ship them and pay PayPal fees. I'm like, I'll give you $350. And he's like, nah. And then he pulls up his phone. I hate it when people pull their phone out, put it in my face. Pulls his phone out, shows me a pair that sold on GOAT for $400. I was like, cool. What are they? That's a 15%. I was like, so you're at $350. He's like, sellers pay fees, not buyers. And I was like, okay. And he's like, so you have no power. And I was like, no, I'm the buyer and I have the money. You're the seller.
Right.
So I'll give you $350. And he acted like I spat in his face. I was like, okay. So then there was another dude selling, and I was like, you realize that out of the 100 people that are here, I'm the only person that wants to buy this shoe. Like,
and this is Arizona.
This is Arizona.
ASICs. This isn't New York. This isn't like them people who respect stuff like ASICs and stuff like that.
So then I go over to another table. The dude has a 10.5. So I was like, I don't know, like it's gonna be big. But he had it for $350. It was pre-owned. So I'm like, listen, dude, the dude over there has it. He has a dead stock pair for $4. I'm like, a pre-owned pair is not worth $350. Like, what would you move this for? And he's like, $325. And I was like, dude, that's too much. And he's like, it's the cheapest you'll ever find. I was like, no, it's not. Like, it's a worn shoe.
Right.
And I was like, can you? It had the wrapping on it. And I was like, hey, can you unwrap this? Because it looks like it has a stain. I just want to see it. And he's like, no. He's like, you buy it, you can unwrap it. And I was like, what? And he's like, and I was like, well, I'll tell you what, dude. I was like, it's a little big for me, and it has a stain on it. I was like, I will give you. I was like, I don't even want to pay this much. I was like, would they move for $275? I give you $275 cash right now. This man grabs the shoe out of my hand, turns around, and walks away from me. SR Kicks. They commented on our post.
Oh, he's the one that did
SR
that?
Kicks.
Oh, okay.
Acted like it was the biggest, like I just disgraced and dishonored his whole family. And I'm like, over a negotiation? I was like, hey, man, whatever. So shout out to them, because the dude that I offered $354 for the dead stock pair actually came back, sold them to me for $350. So shout out to you, because I got the shoes for dead stock in my size for $25 or $25 more. So I guess there is a sneaker god.
Okay. Is there anything that could improve?
Yeah, customer service.
So let's go back to seller etiquette, buyer etiquette.
First of all, Andy has it right. Somebody, like, I am so tired of walking up to people's tables and being fucking ignored or acting like I'm bothering them. You're there to fucking sell shoes. So act like you're there to sell shoes. If I come up and like pick something up, or like I'm looking at something, don't look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm fucking here to look at your shoes and buy them.
Yeah, I mean, yes, there's plenty of events out there. I mean, SneakerCon for itself. Like, I will say this. Heat is So Summit made me kind of a little bit appreciate SneakerCons willing to try to entertain, at least. That's how I'll put it. Even if you go to SneakerCon and you pay $30 to get in, at least you get to watch a basketball game sometime, you know, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something a little additional. And I don't expect that from our scene in here, and I would never expect that from the people that put on Heat is So Summit out here.
Well, then they had the basketball hoop in the back by us, and the wackest players ever playing one-on-one against each other. Like grown men in, like...
I thought they were going to use it for something.
I don't know.
What I was going to say is, you're at the Suns Arena.
Bro, did you hit the camera again?
Nope.
No.
You're at the Suns Arena. They had 5-6 players there. Why couldn't you set up a raffle where you get a raffle and you can play horse against Devin Booker?
Something.
You had the hoop there, or Tyler Eulis, or whoever it is. It doesn't matter. Play pig. That'd be, you know how many people would try to enter that?
Something.
And
And
for
you
the,
got the hoop?
And for the Suns players who've been there for like 10 minutes in one spot under the entrance, like in the back corner.
I didn't know they were there.
Okay,
I didn't
that's
either.
another thing. I was going to ask
And they
you.
advertise that the whole thing, like Devin Booker.
So you stayed to the end, though, right?
I was there the whole time.
Okay, did they ever come back?
No.
Never came back.
I didn't know they were there. I looked on their IG later and saw, and I was like, when was this?
Yeah.
That was utter nonsense because you said, let's go get something to eat. You went to Carl's Jr. It might have took you
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I'm going to say 15, but I think I'm being generous. And I saw the people going towards them.
Because I had to walk out where they were standing to get to Carl's Jr. So I walked out. There was no players there. I walked back in and saw Brandon Knight, who, like I told you, is a lot less dusty in person than on TV.
They didn't announce he was there. They didn't put that on.
He wasn't. He just he was like, I'm leaving the gym. Be over there in 10 minutes. He's probably going to smash. So shout out to him for being less dusty in person. But he was the only Suns player I saw. I saw Tyson Chandler when we first got there walking in to go to practice. Other than that,
I see that.
nobody else.
I saw people going in and driving in the parking lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw Booker come in, and I saw Jackson. The look on their faces looked like sheer terror. Like, I don't know Devin Booker, but from the first time we went to Heat of Soul Summit, how he kind of acted like, hey, man, I don't want anybody near me. He's not the most marketable person. And we love Devin Booker up here. All right, we've said this way long ago. He's going to be a top 10 player. I believe that. I don't know about George. I believe that. All right. But he's not a person you can market. And they really marketed that way too much. Was like the opportunity to see Devin Booker. That and the artist guy, Futuristic.
Don't even get me started on that.
Who is he? I still don't know.
He's a local rapper, but he's not. I don't think he's from here, but I think he went to high school here.
Oh, really?
But they had him set up at Charles's table right across from me. And so the line just went into our rack.
Oh, really?
For people trying to sign.
So people were lined up to see him?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But
Oh,
I didn't know they
that.
even announced it. I was like, who's that dude over there? And my homie was,
It was
like,
like-
oh, that's Futuristic. And I was like,
It was
okay.
like right down from us. There was like 12 people in line.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like a ton of people.
Oh, no.
Oh, I was going to say, I seen that. And
Yeah.
it was like a few.
They just kept pushing our rack back. And I was like,
But
okay.
see, that right there is where you lose focus on where your energy is supposed to be. You're focused on Futuristic and Devin Booker. You're inviting people who might not be interested in sneakers. I wouldn't blame somebody that's willing to come pay $30 to get in and meet Devin Booker. They're under the impression Devin Booker's going to be here to sign. They even set up that Phoenix Suns press conference looking table area. I thought, oh, okay, they're going to sit down.
That's exactly
cats
right.
get in line. It didn't do anything like that. And I'm not blaming Charles them.
No.
I'm not blaming Tesh them. I think Tesh and them do a great job for what
They
they
do.
work
At
for.
some point, Gary Payton was there.
Yeah, I saw
What?
that too.
Yeah.
You saw him?
No, they posted
He was
it.
all over people's IGs.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. What's he doing here?
They had him come.
No, they didn't. There's no way.
Yes, they did.
They didn't advertise him. Look,
He was
man.
there.
They need to find a better location. I'm sorry.
you were there.
They need to find a better location. I'm sorry. $75 max to sell something. Because I'm going to tell you this now. And like I said, the Sneaker Box podcast last week, I don't see the benefit in doing that at SneakerCon. And I said I don't see the benefit of doing a recording at an event out here.
I mean, the problem is that, you know, whether it's be SneakerCon or whether it be here, you're going to talk to the same people every time you go. Like, if we go to SneakerCon, it's the same YouTubers there. It's the same, like, people of interest there. When we go to shows here, it's the same vendors, it's the same people that we talked to
People who listen to the
last
podcast.
time, people that listen to the podcast. Like, it's the same people. Like, it's fun to just go and, like, hang out
Right.
and walk around. But as far as, like, recording the same interview over and over and over and over twice a year,
And the
three
sound,
times a year.
the sound quality is just it's not
Oh,
good
the
enough
music
to,
is terrible.
I'm tired of. I get you need that filler noise in the air.
Yeah.
But honestly, a few speakers, and an iPod would do just fine. It needs to be ambiance music. Like the DJ is featured. Okay, like I don't need to hear that the entire time while it's going there. And I know for a fact that Heat of Soul Summit could be so much better because it has to be closer to the people. The people aren't in downtown Phoenix. The people are the west side. You might even want to venture out to the East Valley, Tempe, anywhere area. Like, you have to go to the sneakerhead that is, I'm sorry, they're between the ages of 11 to 17. They're not grown men. Grown men, me and Ryan were so deflated. We asked ourselves, like, what are we doing? We're talking on the mics to each other going, all right, what are we doing here? What's
are we talking
going
about?
on? Like, what is happening? And it's nothing to them. It's just that they got to scale it down. Sellers have to get their money's worth.
But the problem is, and we've talked about this before too, is that they do it 1 year in a small venue because they're expecting it to be like it was.
Right.
Fucking packed. Can't even move.
Can't move.
Then they're like, oh shit, like, all right, we got to find a bigger place. Find a bigger place, fucking dead. So it's like they like, you know, you go back and forth. Like last year, I don't think last year was bad. Last year seemed like it was more full at the Suns Arena.
I would agree.
I think,
Yeah.
but this year they said they sold more tickets, which I don't know. Maybe throughout the course of the day, more people came. Maybe last year everybody was just there in the morning, and it seemed
We
more
left
packed.
at 4 o'clock. After 4 o'clock, how was it?
Slow. That was the other problem. They had all those, the customized event and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They stopped that at like 5:30, and there was nobody there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They did that kind of at the Glendale one too. Like we didn't stay for that. We didn't see it, and that's a good thing. A sneaker custom, like they need to feature that. It has to be, marketed. And I get the connection with them and the Suns. That's dope to have the NBA team want to like hold your event and, whatever. But it's no benefit to them. I hope and pray they make $1 from this, like that they make money from it. I would hate for them to put in all that, and it's too much work as a seller. I hate to see sellers. I mean, when you're unpacking, you got that feeling. You're unpacking, you're feeling good, and you could literally see it on people's faces. Like, I'm not selling anything at all. Tables covered in Supreme weren't moving anything.
I brought 7 pairs of shoes, and I was like, man, I gotta fucking pack up these 7 pairs of shoes and put them back in my car now. Like, the people next to us had like 80.
Yeah, I
100?
couldn't do it. I would contemplate throwing them in the trash and giving them out for free, just not to. I'd be like, you know what? Come to this table. Anybody got $5? You take whatever you want off this table.
And that's hundreds of dollars. Like, I'm selling jerseys and T-shirts for $10, $15, $20. It's
Right.
like someone's going to spend, $600 on a pair of shoes. Come over to me and get some gear for. But the problem is these kids in there. I guess it's like you said, it's the wrong clientele. Like we had some white kids walking around. They didn't.
It's so uncomfortable to say that.
It's my own race, but like they looked around, they looked at disgust, looking at like pre-owned stuff, and they're like, they raise their eyebrow and walk away.
That's another thing too. Like, I'm sorry, retail.
The prices on stuff that I was interested in, and
Too high.
It was like I would like look at Flight Club, and I'd be like, how much are you asking for this? And they'd be like, 900. And like Flight Club, I'm like, it's like somebody's walking. For a perfect example, somebody's walking around with a size 9.5 copper, V2,
Oh, okay.
pre-owned, and I was like, hey, how much you looking for? And he was like, looking for 8, but I'll do 760. And I was like, I think dead stocks are like 6. So how about 350?
And he probably just looked at you crazy.
Yeah.
I can't. That's when sellers need to know buyers. I'm sorry.
There was one kid walking around with a cream.
They don't need to know buyers. They need to know something about the product
price.
they
Well,
have.
that's what I'm
They'll
saying.
know literally
that's what I
anything.
mean. That's what I mean. Like, and I get, okay, so when is it okay? Because me and you get into this, and you too, about when, as a seller, to take a L. Okay? Like,
Apparently, for the guy that I got my
but wait,
homage from, it was when he saw me packing up my bags to leave, and he was like, "Oh fuck, he ain't
Yeah.
coming back.
Like-
I better get rid of this."
but see, that's the thing.
And he had his homeboy come and be like, "Hey man, like my dude was being fucking whack. Sorry, excuse me, we're
because-
recording,
Man, I did that on
we're
accident.
on air."
Because George
Accident. Relax.
talks
Live.
about selling all the time. And even you at one point, me and you talked about it when you had the bread one and you were saying they go for 500 somewhere else. And I'm like, man, sell them joints for 350 and go get them other ones. You didn't want to do it. You didn't want to take that. When, as a seller, do you got to take the L?
But is it an L? I mean, retail's 180.
Yeah, but then a dude came up
That's the
literally
thing.
5 minutes later. A dude came up and was like, "What do you want for
Now,
these?" And
you're
I was
just
like,
very fortunate for that.
"I was like 420," and he was like, "There you go."
You might have made the highest sell in the building, all right, that day on a bread one, all right? And that was early on, okay?
Oh yeah, we were there for. I think I had unpacked the stuff. For
I
half an
don't
hour.
like the negotiation of money that doesn't exist yet. That's what makes it weird. Now, if homeboy that you bought the ASIC from,
You told me, go over to the man with the ASIC, give him the bread one and $100. I was like, are you out of your mind?
because you were losing your mind. You know how
A
many times
bread one and $100?
You know how many times you went to that table? You went to that table a million times. See, I base stuff off I want it. Bro, take the bread one and a $50, $100. I don't care. I just want the ASIC. That's how I look at it. George has been selling stuff since forever without selling stuff.
Yeah, since
and he
1936.
doesn't want to sell it for what he knows he could get money now. He could get money today.
No, I mean, I think that before it used to be like that, but not.
Oh, before what? Like 2 weeks ago? If I say George,
No, we've talked about this for a while. The reason why I don't sell anything now is because I'm lazy, not because I won't take
I'll give you
lower
$700
price.
for your whole SB collection.
Can we do something reasonable here?
well, I mean, how many SBs you got?
I don't know, but I mean, I don't even know how many I have to just throw a number out.
I'm not even joking. I went on Flight Club today to look for stuff in our list. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
The SB section might have totaled, no joke, about 2,000, if that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And that was because of a low Tiffany.
Okay,
and
but
a
here's the
pigeon.
thing.
I'm sorry, pigeon was about
He said
5 or
700.
something.
If I have 14 pairs and sell them $50 a piece, that's $700. It doesn't sound like as much now.
But you don't want to do that, though.
Do you see the point I'm making, though, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I have more than 14 pairs. If I sold them all $50 a piece, I make more than $700.
Do that.
I understand that. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
It's about being reasonable.
I think if you're a seller now, if that guy would have paid $600 for that A6, okay, I get it, man. It's a rough.
That's different.
That's a rough one to swallow. Now, if he got retail, you gotta come on, like arguing 50, 60, $70 for something that doesn't exist.
But if
That
I got
money
a
doesn't
top
exist.
3 for retail, it doesn't mean I'm giving it away for retail if it's selling for $500 now.
No, but it
But
doesn't
take
mean
420?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean.
Yeah, I'll take 420.
But it
There you
doesn't.
go.
You know,
I'll negotiate. I hate it when people
absolutely.
look over you too. Like when you're talking to somebody and they go like this. No.
That happens to Greg all the time.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's by
I
accident.
don't get it.
I'm an average type person.
But I don't know, man. Shout out to Hida Sosa, man. I really want it to be good, and
I was happy because I got the shoe that I've wanted for 2 years that you said I would not find there.
that's a rough one to think that you'd find that there. We've seen it at 2 events, but I always thought those sellers were out of state.
And the only 2 I've ever seen at events here was 8.5 and an 11. It's been the same guy that had both of them twice.
Right, that's right. So I mean, you kind of got lucky that 2 people in the building had them.
Well, the one wasn't my size. I was just willing to buy it because I wanted the shoe so bad.
You probably could have fit that though. 10.5.
It was, I mean, it fit. I told you, I feel funny having all these 9.5 and 10s and then a 10.5 in the pile. It just makes me feel weird.
Yes, you look at 2,000 and see that one pair.
And it sticks out. The box is slightly bigger than the other ones because it's 10.5.
I hope they don't take this personal and think that it was about.
No,
No, they
it
do-
was
they
a
do-
it was
they
a
do a
good
good job setting it
event.
up.
It was a
It runs
great
smooth.
event.
It
It just didn't bring the crowd that I think
didn't.
that they anticipated or that the sellers anticipated.
I think-
and it's hard to sell stuff in Phoenix.
It is.
I mean, for some reason, people don't want to spend money at those events.
They
I mean,
don't wanna-
if you're hitting them 15, 20, $25 a pop, but like the rest of the stuff that I had out, which wasn't anything great, but it was cheap.
Right.
Nobody even looked at it.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean,
Bobby was saying. His stuff is all cheap.
Yeah, nobody even looked at it. I mean, the dude, like I said, the only shoe that got touched was the bread one, and it sold instantly. And then those uncaged Ultra Boosts, like people would like pick
touch
them
them.
up, and they'd be like, "You want to know how much?" And they'd be like, "No." Oh, okay.
I don't even know if Boost was selling. Like, I just don't feel
All right,
like
so
it.
hold on a second. Let me go back because you said something about taking an L. Do you mean taking an L just as in you don't get the price you want, or do you,
You
mean
don't get the price
actually
you want.
take
Yeah.
a loss on
No,
it?
no, 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 no.
Oh, all
I'm
right.
sorry. Take an L. Like, yes, I know Flight Club sells it for 500, but take the 280 here, 380 here locally. Like, that's what I mean. Take an L wise. I don't mean like you paid 180 and you got to take $100. Like, now there were a few tables that had Victor Cruz. Shout out to Charles Scott. He had Victor Cruz's on the table. You and I know you get Victor Cruz's on
$40.
I mean,
I would have bought that shoe from him, but
I would've too.
He said he wanted 100, and I
yeah,
couldn't pay him.
Like, I would have bought it too. When I got there, I was like, oh shoot, 9.5.
40, $50.
If it would have 50, 65 bucks, I would have bought it.
I would have bought it.
Immediately. But that's the thing too. There's
And I
too
feel
many-
bad. Like I feel bad because we know him. Like I feel bad being like, it's on
Yeah,
eBay for 60.
I do
Take
too.
60 because I know he probably paid.
He probably
80 or
paid-
90 bucks
yeah.
for it.
And that's when you take that L. If
Yeah.
you paid 100 for a cruise, you got to get rid of it for 75, 60
My
bucks. You
cruises
have
that
to.
I paid retail for they will be workout shoes before I take L's on them, though.
Yeah,
I'll go
it's
run.
Just,
I will turn them into running shoes. It'll be the most uncomfortable running shoe in the world.
I mean,
I'm gonna wear a Cruise soon.
I was gonna wear one today.
I pulled out the snakeskin Air Max 90s or 98s to wear today, and I put them back. I was like, I don't want to hurt Greg's feelings.
Why don't you let me get those?
I wear them.
I got some stuff for you.
I wear them.
You need to chill out. Right?
Everything. All right. I pulled out 120 pairs list on eBay.
Must be nice, though.
You just sold like 200 pairs.
You already said it, so I mean,
No,
it's too
I
late
didn't.
now. Yeah, you did. You didn't say how many, but you said it.
Anyways,
I'm about to get on StockX later and let shit fly.
people gotta want it though. That's what sucks though. There's like a lot of dead stuff I had, and I'm like, oh man, I'm just selling.
White
I'm
infrared
clicking.
6, I'll clear 200 on StockX.
On what?
White infrared 6,
Oh, all
I'll clear
sixes.
200.
Your sixes like that. But like all my
infrared-
Reeboks.
Oh, no, nobody wants that.
There's a lot of stuff on there.
You know what
that-
I listed?
it does- the product won't even be on there.
Nope.
You know what I listed was the Packers question Kobe that you had me buy the pack so we could split it.
Liar.
And
I
then
tried
you're
to split it for you. You wanted to give me the whack one.
You
I
wanted the
LeBron.
Kobe. I wanted the LeBron.
No,
You're
you
like, I
didn't.
want that Kobe.
You didn't
I'm a
want
Kobe
either
fan.
one. I wanted the LeBron out of the pack, and then you were like, "Oh, I just take it to the artist
I wanted
formula,
the
pound for
LeBron.
pound."
You wanted the Kobe.
Artist.
no, you lied.
Hardest for me. Hey, shout out! There was some vintage pound for pound gear walking around. A couple vintage pound for pound bags. Poor kid.
If y'all got pound for pound T-shirts or hats or anything, let me know because I'll buy them off you.
Take them to AZ. Take them to AZ Threads. They're now vintage apparel.
I'll buy them from you.
I got a couple of those.
Um,
HSS needs to be shorter.
it needs to be shorter. And
How short though?
4
Like,
hours.
come on,
12 to 4?
I'm sorry,
12 to 4.
10,
1 to
10 to 3. You know,
Noon to 4. Let VIPs in at 11.
noon's a late start, especially when you have people already setting up at 8:30.
Yeah.
I got there at 8:30. Like,
Why? No wonder you were hungry.
I mean, because they had a spot for us, which was dope already. So, but typically it's like first come first serve. But
Yeah, we had to get that corner on the table or that table on the corner there. I mean, we got there. We were the first 5 people in the building.
and see, I want them to hit us up for ideas. I'm sorry, I got tons of ideas to help out. Go to the junior college. Go to Phoenix College. Like, I'm sorry, I get that it gets 2-pack.
That's not what it is.
What's not what it is?
That's not what it is. Sneakers. What the hell am I trying to say? Specific events are not. They're not in vogue anymore unless you got all them YouTuber, whatever coming.
And that is the problem.
What's in vogue is Complex Con. They need to do something like that.
But that is a big problem because the Suns moved the date on them.
That did suck.
They were supposed to have all those YouTubers there, but
That's
since the
right.
date got moved and SneakerCon Toronto was that weekend, so
Right.
it could have been a whole different event had it been the weekend
That's
they
a
planned it to
possibility.
be.
That's a possibility.
So that probably hurt a lot.
So that's a possibility. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, this is a biased
We
opinion.
missed our
'cause I'm-
we missed our chance to meet Kai Somar.
Right. This is a biased opinion because I'm getting old and like to complain about everything, but I don't care about stuff like that no more.
You know,
I mean, we don't either, but we got a podcast.
Okay.
I don't care
It
about
doesn't
it.
mean anything as far as that event. Coming here and doing this, yes, this is fun. Going and you said it yourself. Going there
Okay,
is
but you
terrible.
seem baffled. We have nothing.
No, because I thought you were going to set cameras up and do whatever.
I mean, that was the plan.
first. Yeah, so
But it was just
baffled is the wrong word.
it
I
was
was like,
the
why do you? It's what you said.
it's
I don't think it's not important anymore. It's not cool. It's not. And we're not obviously not the only people who think that. If you said the entire clientele there was all young and nobody you ever recognized,
well, I mean,
Well, no, they were there.
No,
they
they
just
were
showed up for 5, 10, 15 minutes.
And honestly, had we not
well.
had we not had this podcast and
I would never
gone
go to one of
there-
those events if I didn't have a podcast.
I would.
gone there and got a table, like
what?
I would have paid the $10 to support. I would have went, but like Andy said, I would have
That's it.
been 15 minutes. I would have made a lap, softened anything I saw. If there was something I wanted, made an offer. If the dude said no, all right, and I would have left, and
No,
I wouldn't have
because-
cared, and it would have been fine.
No, because I feel like even if I don't go, I have to buy a ticket because this stuff has to keep going.
Yes, it does have to keep.
It has
going.
to keep going.
Yeah, but not that. Complex Con, something like that is the next thing.
Support
Bro,
local.
That's way out of right now. We're way out of the realm of like they're trying
Complex
to
on
get this
Phoenix.
right.
You're having
Yeah.
a conversation about why does it? I'm not going to use the word suck, but why is it not as good as it used to be? That's why. People are disinterested in the same thing over and over and over and over again. Look at prices on shoes; they're all going down. It is what it is.
You're right, but you can do something to still make it attractive to attend. It doesn't have to be.
Then you have to do something
You have to-
between Complex Con and what it is.
And I'm telling you that
Changing the venue is not that though.
No, it could change the venue if you go to somewhere smaller and you could charge people $10 to get in versus $30
All
to get
that
in.
does
Makes a
is help
difference.
financially with them. That doesn't help the event get better. It's the same event. I'm talking about it making the event better.
Better is an attractive price to come in. I'm not paying $30. $10, I'll come take a look.
I'm not going, period. So it doesn't matter.
Anyways, shout out to them. Hopefully, hey, man, if they ever want something to talk about or ideas or anything, we could help out. I'd help out.
I'm not hating on anyone. I'm just saying it's not. That's not a fun thing anymore to me.
Oh, no. I don't go for fun. I go for support. That's it. I'm not going to look for nothing to cop. I'm not going to have a blast. I'm not doing
There's our
nothing.
boy.
Like,
There's our boy John Wall.
That's my guy. You don't like John Wall.
I always like John
All
Wall.
right.
The only thing I
NFL.
don't like about John Wall is his Reeboks.
Zigzag Reeboks.
Zigzag Reeboks.
Was that a
Sports.
dunk? He dunked on somebody left-handed. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
It didn't even play. It froze. NFL, NBA.
NFL season makes absolutely no sense.
NFL season.
None.
My
Makes
fantasy
no
team.
sense.
My fantasy team. Washed.
The Colts lied about Andrew Luck being healthy or when he would play for 3 months leading up to the season, and I drafted him in 2 leagues. And don't get me wrong, I understand it has nothing to do with me or fantasy or whatever.
They got you,
The
fam.
fact that they lied about how bad he was
were like,
injured,
"Let's
and he
fuck over
literally
the
had
boost knob."
surgery in January, and now they're saying he's shut down and not going to play. What does he have?
He said they lied, but they got me.
They did.
Got him.
That's like with
Yeah.
Bill Elliott.
They said he'd be
he's
back-
going to be suspended every week, and
Oh,
he just
yeah.
keeps
He's
playing.
Playing this weekend.
Every week. He's playing this weekend.
I'm
too.
not talking about the media though. Like they would ask the Colts
Yeah, I know.
brass the question, and they would be
Right.
like, week 2, and then week 3, and then week 4, and then 6, and now shut down.
But honestly, fantasy football is just, it doesn't even matter
Everyone's
anymore.
hurt.
This season is awful
If everyone's hurt.
because the season doesn't make
Aaron
the season's
Rodgers
done.
got hurt
It makes no
over
sense.
the weekend.
every team is
There's
regular.
still money to be won though. That's
You know
that's
who's
the
not
thing.
regular? The Browns.
Every team is regular. That's a fact. KC just lost to a Steelers team that lost by 20 to
Ravens?
Jags the week
Oh,
before.
that's right. Like, I don't know.
26-9.
Giants.
Didn't Atlanta lose to Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta lost twice in a row at home, I think.
I think they were winning 17-0. I think still lost that. Or came back. The
The
Dolphins
week
came back from
before that,
17.
they lost at Buffalo at home. Buffalo at home and Miami at home, back to back.
Oh,
I
that's
think,
right.
was it at home or was it in Miami?
Giants scorched the Broncos. Shout out, Don. Shout out to Don.
Shout out to Don.
They get better without receivers. Like, I don't understand anything that's going
Yes,
on.
Victor Cruz ain't getting that call.
The only consistency in the NFL are the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, they're the only ones that make sense. They suck no matter
Well, they'll
what.
get it. They'll probably win 3 in a row the way things are going.
I mean, like,
Yes.
I mean, it's
They're gonna
still.
finish
They
the
were
season. They're gonna finish season 10-6 now.
What were your Super Bowl picks?
They were laughing about. I was thinking about that this morning in the
I think it
shower.
was-
I was like,
I think I said Pittsburgh and
I said Seattle Patriots, which still can happen, but both of them look washed.
I don't.
I said
remember.
Cowboys Raiders.
I think I said.
That's
I think I
definitely
said. I think I said. I think I said. I might have said Raiders, New England, or Raiders,
It was
Steelers.
something like that.
They're in the same conference.
What's your pick?
I mean Raiders. I mean not Raiders. I think I said Cowboys, Steelers, or Cowboys,
Said
Patriots.
something Cowboys. Who was your picks?
It
Beforehand?
wasn't Raiders.
Yeah, beforehand. If you say Cardinals, I'm like,
Oh,
the
no,
mic
no.
off.
Patriots and
Patriots are trash.
probably the Falcons again. I
Yeah,
don't
but see,
know.
that's the thing
I
that's so
thought Falcons
crazy is
later on. I thought Kansas City.
you can say Patriots are trash and you're not necessarily wrong, but then when you look around the league, you're like, who is better?
But same, the Patriots can
makes
lose
no
a few
sense.
games and then just all of a sudden make it to the
Bruh, week 1, they had never lost in the Belichick Brady era at home leading at halftime. Lost week 1. And then they lost again at home like week 4, week 5 or something like that. That's crazy.
They
And
almost lost to the Jets.
They shouldn't have beat the Jets. The Jets were.
Yeah, but that was on the road though. That's a little bit different. In a weird season like this,
They're a
it's different.
little. They're kind of a rivalry.
The Jets
as
are
well.
3-3.
That's crazy.
The Raiders beat them by
What are
4
the Colts?
touchdowns. They're 3-3.
The Jets are
They
two.
got one win.
Oh, one win.
Against
Okay.
the Browns.
And this is the thing. The Jets were the highest in Vegas to lose every single game this year. They might make the playoffs.
They don't have anybody.
This is the year. If you want to be a value better in Vegas, this is the year to be a value better because all you literally have to do is bet against the public every game or on the underdog every game, and you're winning money. That's how bad the NFL has been this year.
They say ratings are awful. as
Underdogs
well.
went 10-2 last week. Or
I
something
haven't
like
really
that.
cared.
You know what's weird? Well, this weekend, I mean, the Cowboys wasn't playing, but I still love football. I didn't watch
Officiating
anything.
might be worse now than it's ever been, and that's part of it. But the other part is, well, okay, so
Injuries.
obviously I don't believe that the protest thing is an issue, but some people obviously do. Part of it might be that some stars are out. But the biggest part of it probably is because people are cutting their cable bills and going to like streaming services
That's
that don't have
100%
ESPN and
why.
stuff like that anymore. That's why.
That's a fact.
Bruh, my DirecTV was $61 last month. This month my bill hit $101. Call them, I'm like, what is, they're like, oh,
package?
promos ran out.
Oh, really?
You want to lower the package to 29 channels for $29 a month? I was like, no, I want you to fucking cancel it because you're scumbags.
Like my
I'll get
bill's through the
Hulu.
roof.
Ever since AT&T bought them, their customer service went downhill.
Oh, definitely.
Super downhill.
No, like I'm on the phone with them like an hour to do regular stuff, and they're trying to chit chat.
Oh, yeah.
I said, bruh. They're like, okay, do you want the Genie box or the Mini Genie or the Genie 2 or the Genie? I'm like, give me the box that works. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it does.
But when you used to call DirecTV and you were like, I want to cancel my
Bruh.
service, I'd be like, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Fast.
6 months HBO, 6 months Showtime, 6 months Cinemas, free NFL Sunday ticket, and your bill will be $4.99 a month.
It was low key the
You're
scam.
like, oh, fuck, okay.
All the time.
All the time.
Okay.
It was low key the scam to be like,
I want to cancel.
before the season starts, be like, I had every single channel. I would call and say, you know what, I got to get rid of all these premium channels to afford the NFL package. Whoa, hold on for a second, sir. I just got authorized to give you the NFL package for $10, and also this. Does it sound good to you?
and
You know
Little
what? I
Caesars is
guess.
on their way with pizza.
Why not?
I guess. all
One
right.
year when because I told you about that. You let your contract run out and just agree to a 1 year deal every year. And
That's what I used to do.
Up front, talk to them.
Yeah.
1 year I got a $250 Visa gift card, the free NFL ticket free entire year, and like $60 off a month.
Yeah, but you also do credit card fraud. So
Yeah,
Allegedly.
but that's completely unrelated.
Allegedly.
Completely unrelated to getting over on DirecTV. But there ain't no more. I mean, I did just get
But
calling
this
to
time-
get hooked up. But
this time I called and I was like, all right, I want to cancel. And they were like, okay, today? We'll pull the plug right now. And I was like,
I heard that.
wait a
I heard
second.
that from two other people
hang
too.
on. What was it?
I wanna
Fucking
do
Wait,
that.
that's your best offer? Wait, what's your best offer?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Our best offer is you pay the $101 or I'll click this button and you have no cable.
I'll just hang
and
up.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
If I say, I'll just hang up.
You just call back until you get somebody else.
Get
Yeah.
somebody nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, they don't. I asked for customer retention last time, and they were like, "No, we don't have customer retention anymore." And I was like, "Okay, what do you have?" And
It's
they were
like, we have this button that turns your TV
we
off,
have,
bitch.
We have cancellation department, and I was like, "All right, transfer to
It just
cancellation."
changed the cancellation
But see, that's the thing.
They don't
is
wanna retain anymore.
They used
They
to
just want you
have
gone.
They used to have customer retention and like another one higher than that, and now it's like just that one. I'm
might
sure
have to
you
go
can
back to-
ask for something.
I might have to go back to Cox. Pause. Cox with an X.
Pause.
I remember when I moved.
with the X.
I remember
That
when
doesn't make it any better.
with 3 X's. I remember I had called East Bay, and they were like, way years ago to renew I moved to Arizona. I had never heard of Cox. And I called him like, what's your email address? And I said, it was my mom's name at Cox.net. And he goes, COCKS? I said, man, no. I said, man, COX, bro. Like, chill out. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm from New Orleans. We don't know this stuff. I said, man, you better chill.
Yes, he thought you were a gay porn star.
NFL.
Greg at Cox.
Bro, I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers out, Odell Beckham out, JJ Watt out. Those are like the top 3 people that we talked about. If I see them
Marketable
walking down the
people.
street, I could recognize them. I saw a commercial with Luke Kuechly. He in the supermarket, he's wearing his entire uniform.
You have to.
Like he has to because you don't know these people.
Unless he
Unless you watch the
is in his
sneakers.
uniform on the sneakers.
This is it. Yeah.
I mean, Roethlisberger and probably Antonio Brown.
There's a
I would
list.
not. I don't think I've seen Antonio Brown 1,000 times.
Roethlisberger's been trashed this year, though.
If you walk by me, I don't think I'd stop and be like, that's Antonio Brown.
He'd have to have that haircut he had, that box haircut.
Roethlisberger, yes. Ezekiel Elliott, obviously, his beard.
Well,
Yeah.
his shirt-
Des
his-
Bryant,
his shirt would only be
Egyptian,
this-
so
Yeah.
he definitely would recognize him.
He got ISIS in his blood, dude, because that beard and hair.
Andy
is-
Dalton, because he's a redhead.
I wouldn't recognize Andy Dalton. You
He's
wouldn't
a red-
recognize
There's not
Andy
that many
Dalton.
redheads.
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
There's not
I
that
would.
many like
I would.
6'4" redheads
I would.
walking around.
I don't know.
I have no idea what AJ Green looks like without his helmet on or without his jersey.
I know he looks like, but I wouldn't recognize AJ Green. I'd be like, man, that guy's tall, but I wouldn't recognize who he is.
I would Gronk. I would recognize Gronk.
Julio Jones, I would.
I would recognize Gronk.
I don't know if I recognize.
Oh,
Gronk.
that's right, Gronkowski.
He'd have to be acting wild for me to
Tom
be like,
Brady, I'd recognize.
Tom Brady, yeah, you didn't say that one. Cam,
Fitzgerald.
Cam.
Philip Rivers, I'd recognize.
Fitzgerald.
nah, he's ugly.
Philip Rivers, I'd recognize Philip
No,
Rivers.
you
Rivers,
wouldn't.
He'd be the only dude walking around with a bolo tie and a big old fucking Western belt buckle.
And 19 kids.
Yeah, 31 kids.
the whiniest yelling at all his kids
That's
like he
what
yells at the ref. The
I don't know,
whiniest man
I
in the
think there's
world.
only a total
Drew
of maybe
Brees.
15 in the UNC.
You would recognize Drew Brees if you saw Drew Brees.
Only because of that
walking around.
birthmark on his face.
Yeah.
And we'd have to be
his
real
haircut.
close. I mean, that's the way you recognize them. And most of these players we're talking about are
Quarterbacks.
gigantic. Cam Newton is gigantic.
Well, they're mostly
Everyone's
quarterbacks. Mostly
gigantic to you.
quarterbacks.
Okay,
All right, yes. I mean, that's it. But you got those three out. That's your TV ads.
you recognize.
you know
Oh, that is every
Des-
NFL TV
there's some-
ad.
there's people.
Yes.
That's the Sports Illustrated cover curse. J.J. Watt,
was
David
on the
Johnson, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
there's
that's
one
it?
more.
I
Tom Brady.
Oh, that's
Coming
it.
soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Let him go out. That's it.
Yes,
I'm not
Matt
watching.
TV
Matt
off.
I'm
Castle.
going full
Stop the
NBA.
season.
Y'all watch NBA last night?
Oh, yeah. Sad shit.
That was weird. That sucked, man.
Made me sad. Maybe I actually was sitting on the couch sad.
You know what sucks is that if you're
Is it
him,
because you're white?
Yeah. I
if
felt for
you're
him.
well, this is the
Never want to see it happen to one of your fellow.
Yes.
one of your fellow Irishmen. When you see the NBA, I've never been so excited for the NBA season.
No.
And it's bumped up notches.
Yes.
Him getting hurt just brought it down.
Brought it down a couple.
One notch.
Yeah.
It brought it down a notch. Don't let anybody else get hurt. Don't let Melo or some. Don't let CB. It'll be back to regular. I can't.
I am predicting this right now.
Well,
I
wait.
am predicting.
So are you
that-
only upset? Hold on. Are you only upset because it was like a guy
course,
on a
hold
new
on.
team?
Yeah, and a star.
Yeah, it's a stop.
But I mean, if he was in Utah, would you have been as upset about?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm
we're talking
saying.
about a contender.
yeah, because it takes a contender out of now. That was the second best team in the East, and now they're not even probably a top 6 team.
In the East.
Maybe. I'm making this prediction right now. I predict after watching one game of the Houston Rockets that before the All-Star break, Chris Paul is a Cleveland Cavalier.
You said that in a text earlier today.
Why would they trade
Why,
him? They're
though? I
not
don't
going
know
to be
why.
out of the playoff race.
Huh?
Yeah, why would you? Why? I don't get it. Why you make that?
They would have to be.
assumption?
Houston would have to be out of the playoff
They're
race.
not
something like
going. Him and James Harden are not going to be able to play together.
They've been looking pretty good in Drew League. Now that doesn't count, but
that. All right.
they look.
I really think that.
You need to
I
chill
really
out. What do you
think
think is
that-
guarding them in Drew League?
Yes, people
There's
like
some
us.
NBA players. Yes, exactly.
Vince Staples.
Yes, Baron Davis is still open.
I do. I honestly think that Chris Paul will be a Cleveland Cavalier before the All-Star.
But why? There's nothing.
Because I just don't think it's going to work.
They'd have to give up.
going to get hurt.
They're not.
No, I
they'd have to
think-
be completely out of the playoff race already for that to happen. I don't think that's.
I think IT would play better with Harden.
If they trade IT again, IT might just quit. He just
give
can't
up.
catch a break. Though.
Your boy had 37 on 13 shots tonight.
Who?
Giannis Papagiannis.
My guy. Didn't
If I say your
it?
boy, that you should just know that's who it
I
is.
His
wanna-
boy is PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker had 22 last night. 22 and 6 last night.
I can't believe they lost that game.
Could
And was guarding
barely
Kevin Durant.
stop him.
Wait. Who lost? The Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Warriors lost.
They're up by 17,
Now-
like 15 at the end of the third.
For the record, about PJ Tucker.
Two of their guys out.
And I have all the messages and stuff, even between Napier, all this stuff saved. I said
Yes.
the reason why I give PJ Tucker such a hard
accessory.
time is because I said there's no reason he can't be just as good as Draymond Green and Kevin Love. Facts, I said that.
Okay, that's
and last
not
night,
true. You may have said it, but that's not true.
he should be. He could be.
He has
could be.
like 1/10 the skill that either one of those guys has.
I don't see it that way. I don't. I see if he stopped wearing "We the Best" threes and stuff.
He still wore "We the Best" threes last night, so it didn't matter.
He's tripping.
The thing that makes me upset is like Nice Kicks and all them were like, is he gonna win the sneaker championship this year again?
That's so whack.
Who cares?
I don't. Anyways,
What did he wear last night?
LeBron 10
champion?
championships.
Yeah,
and
I thought so.
The red and the
Gold
Iron
ones.
Man looking ones.
he's tripping.
I forgot.
that's why,
I forgot about all the moves
He
at
had Soul Summit
Timberwolves.
wasn't that good. PJ Tucker wasn't there.
Yeah, what?
He had Soul Summit.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's in Houston
wasn't
now,
there.
so that's it. I was like this.
That's why nobody came.
And PJ Tucker, when he was at the other Heaters or something, was a good guy. Talked to everybody.
I was
took
gonna say
pictures.
something bad, but I can't say it.
I mean, you can.
Well, no, because Houston just had a hurricane, so I probably
all right.
shouldn't.
Yeah, don't say that. Okay.
I even donated to JJ Watt's thing, so I'm
yeah,
not
so
saying
did
that.
I. So yeah, don't.
I forgot about.
I say rest in peace to like to JJ Watt. He ain't dead.
He is for this year. I forgot about all the moves the Timberwolves made until just now when I saw their logo.
Hey, that is kind of crazy about how like when you look on Twitter, all them people sending Hayward good wishes, and it's like all the people who are out. Beckham, JJ Watt.
They got nothing better to do.
I mean, Paul George ain't out, but you know he had the same
Right.
thing, almost kind of worse maybe.
It sucks that I don't think I could play after saying that. Like I'd have a hard time jumping really high and hard, like playing the basketball game. That happened in a few minutes. It's hard to go out there and play
You
your
saw a
hardest.
few people
after
go
saying
down and like
when you
step
broke your hand?
over.
that. Okay, yeah. When I broke my hand, it just everyone's.
Yeah, everybody just left.
Y'all love talking about that. I broke my hand. Like
I was
5
actually
years ago.
there. I can talk
That's
about
fine. Well, like 5-6 years ago, I'm back, bro.
it. Yes,
Man.
you can hold that mic
I don't
now.
got, I don't got a knuckle, but I'm good.
You could squeeze that thing. Pause.
I forgot what I was gonna
Bionic
say.
hand.
Oh, you know what sucks though for him and like everybody is that it's just on social media. If he scrolls through his own timeline to see yourself hurt looking at your foot backwards, that has
You're
to
missing
suck,
foot.
bro. You gotta stay off social
It
media.
wasn't quite backwards, but
I'm
It was-
sorry.
oh, sorry.
Okay. It was inside out.
His dad just tweeted. Somebody retweeted. I thought it was him at first, but he said, "In surgery now. Prayers for my son." 45 minutes ago. So
They're gonna make him. He's gonna come back
bionic.
better
They
than
said it was
ever.
a clean break.
Huh?
They said it was a clean
Oh, they
break.
said it was clean.
Yeah, but that's not the worst
give me
part. The
chills.
worst part is the dislocation and
Dislocation.
ligaments and all that shit. He's toast.
I heard they snapped it back in on the court.
Yeah, they did.
Well, I mean, you can't you can't leave a foot sideways and
Bruh.
put it in an air
The
cast.
fact that he wasn't crying, I would have been
Oh, he was
crying.
He was crying.
I would have been crying.
Oh, did y'all see Jeremy Lin today?
What'd he do? He dislocated his head.
I mean,
Just
You gotta-
dreads.
His dreads fell out.
he looked like what's that look? Pierre, what's that when I said he had PTSD and Greg got mad at me? Pierre, the UFC man, what's his name? Is his name Pierre Jackson or something like that?
oh, that fall.
the one who got beat up.
Oh,
You know these people.
And then he won. Then he got a no
concierge.
contest because other man cheated with
Oh.
drugs.
Concierge.
no, not concierge.
Cormier.
Cormier.
So Jeremy Lin, I guess they fouled him going to the bucket. I couldn't tell really what happened. It didn't look like a bad injury or whatever. But then he just started. His head was like in a twilight zone. He was like, "You got to watch the video." I don't know
So he
what was
went out?
going on.
I guess he's done.
I don't know what was going on.
What about your man who got his jaw broke at practice?
Bruh. Apparently he was the aggressor. Like, bro, if you the aggressor and you get your jaw broken, knocked out, that's on you.
Bobby
Sorry.
Portis looks crazy though. He
Who
got those
is he?
crazy eyes.
He went
He's
to
like a
Arkansas.
second-year player.
Oh, second year? Oh, okay.
I think third. Yeah, it's second or third. But
Well,
he went,
you're dumb. You said
to
Clint
Arkansas.
Portis. I believed you.
oh my god, I
crazy
can't believe you. You believe me?
I felt like they was in a club.
Like it's a new name.
I said Portis who? You said Clint. I said,
Bro, it's
oh,
the
shite.
thing I said literally said at practice. You thought Clint
I
Portis
thought
just showed
maybe
up?
he was just in there posted or something.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, he got beat up.
Watch when you see his face like turn to the camera. This might be a
see.
different camera angle.
Oh yeah, he looks crazy. Though.
Dude posted that. He said,
He looks like a meme. Yeah, he looks like him too.
Why are you laughing? He's crying. You laughing at him because he's Asian? That's fucked up.
Yes, he allowed to turn into a racist situation.
I love to make it racist.
He had a look on his face. He didn't know where he was.
loves being
He was
racist
like
to
this.
Asians.
He was like this, and he started talking to somebody, and then he started crying.
Y'all got
Bruh,
anything
something
else?
wrong.
Y'all got anything else to talk about?
Yeah, that
Look at
Witherspoon
his face,
shoe
though.
came out. Did you get that picture I sent you?
Oh yeah,
It
I've
looks
seen it all over
trash.
everywhere. It looks whack.
Yes, way worse in reality than like
What do y'all
the
think?
picture.
The Sean Witherspoon Air
And
Max
I
that he
mean,
made.
I don't say that to be mean to because obviously round
Wait, you gotta
two,
wait for his face.
bruh.
Oh yeah, he's cooked. Oh yeah, he's
speaking
out.
of
He look like he got PTSD. Though.
Yeah, he's done.
Yes, his
If Joe Rogan would have interviewed him, he'd have felt bad afterwards.
Y'all see it?
no.
What?
Sean Witherspoon. You didn't see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
It looked a lot better as a drawing than it does as a shoe.
That's a fact.
it does. I think all that stuff probably looked better as drawings than it does as a shoe. It looks cheap. I mean, I hate corduroys. Like, but I thought, okay,
It doesn't
maybe
even
something
look
different.
like it says.
I'm just
it's like folk.
excited.
It's like Photoroy.
It's
I'm just excited for the Dornbecker pack.
No, you're not.
why?
I want that Vapor Max.
I mean, that's okay.
No, you don't.
It's more subtle.
Adam West is buying it.
I want to see the Jordans. Like, I want to see what the Jordans look like.
The pictures
12s?
already came out. No.
No, the model, not the pictures of the, not what they are yet. It's a 12 and a 13 or 11. It's two Jordans this year. Well, it's two
Oh, I
Jordans.
should have bought that Dornbecker 13.
You smoking? Worst
For
Jordan of all
200
time.
bucks.
Worst sneaker of all
Thought the
time.
pictures already came out. No.
No.
Nah. Anything else touching on before we get to our top 10 sneakers we feel you should have as a sneaker starting out?
Was there anything else on your list?
See what
that you
Kyrie was
saw?
wearing last night?
Oh
Yeah, I sent that. Then they made fun of it.
I mean, it
It
was
was like a 2-3
I made
mix.
fun of it. It was a 1, 2, and 3 mix.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't
4.
make fun of it as much as it's
I
just
did.
another thing that would just trigger me about people thinking everything in the sneaker culture is cool, and it's not. There's so many few things that are cool these days. When it comes to this kind of stuff they post on these lame websites, I'm tired of it. I told you I stopped going to like Sneaker News and all them sites a long time ago. I still follow them on Twitter.
But see, that's what that nerd was saying.
They
Like, there
pump
needs to
everything
be,
up.
There
Pause.
needs to be a sneaker class because he feels like there's people writing articles about sneakers, writing reports.
Stupid.
Bro, that stuff is dumb. You can't write an article about a sneaker. I'm sorry. Only thing you can write is, yo, it looks dope or it looks whack. What are you writing about a sneaker? First of all, a matchup of a 1, 2, 3 Kyrie is insane. All right, you've only had 3 shoes ever, and he's
I'm not
already
gonna say that. I just don't
It's
understand why
insane.
everything's hyped
Alright.
like it's cool. The Kobe thing is a mashup too, kind of. And you
What
said
Kobe
that was
thing?
alright. Wasn't it Kobe Kyrie?
It's
It
just
was
it's
mainly
just
a Kyrie with
Bruce
a,
Lee.
Yeah, it was a Kyrie with a Kobe colorway. That's it. It
Well,
wasn't.
And they
Logo,
matched the
too.
logo, but that's not.
Oh
It had the-
yeah,
had the
I
Kobe
mean,
logo on
different.
it, too.
that's fine. Like it wasn't like a mix between a Kobe shoe and a Kyrie shoe. It's
Are the
just
Suns wearing their throwbacks tonight?
Yeah.
that's dumb. What time did Suns get? Come on,
Need
It was
those
good to know.
shorts. Need
Anything
those
else?
shorts.
It's Halloween this weekend.
No, motherfucker.
Do y'all dress up for Halloween still?
Yeah.
No.
I sit on my couch.
You dress up for Halloween?
Put a
That's
costume on
right.
since I
Batman
was
is
You
like
dress up as an Indians baseball player every year.
15 years old.
You
That was
dress
2
up-
years ago. No,
you
I don't
dress up,
dress
Andy?
anymore. I just
Yeah,
I
we
just
usually go out
watch
to
it.
Scottsdale, do something. So
Really?
I bought a
since fourth grade.
Chewbacca onesie thing at Target. I'll wear that. It
Okay.
was $7.
You dress up?
Oh, you know he dresses up. He
The
dresses
last
up.
time I dressed up was when I was 15 years, maybe 14 years
He was the
old.
dude.
And we got jumped for all the candy, too.
He was the dude.
I said, that's it.
You should have dressed up as a gang member. They wouldn't have bothered you.
We were walking in a good neighborhood, too, like the when you go up the hill. You know, when you go up the hill. That's nice. And cats pulled up. I thought I saw a knife. I just dropped my candy and ran.
I'm not.
You didn't even check. It was Halloween. It could have been a fake knife.
It was
So you
like
didn't get jumped.
it was two. Okay,
He got chased by Jason.
it was 2 of us and 4 adults jumped out the car. I'm not waiting to find out. Sorry.
Cougar jumped out.
Adults?
I seen like a shiny.
Adults?
I said I was 14 years old. What do you want me to do?
Chased by Jason and Michael Myers.
You probably right. I seen that little flicker of that knife or whatever. I'm out. Dick.
That little shiny spark on the tip of that knife.
So there was one. We were out for Halloween one time. I think I was.
I'm not ashamed to admit it either.
I think I was a sophomore. Maybe
You think I'm fighting getting stabbed over some candy? You must be crazy. I'm not going to take mine as a Target. Let me give you some of my own candy.
I think I was a sophomore. We were walking through a neighborhood, and this truck drove by and egged us.
Oh yeah, we
And
did
one
that
of my
too.
buddies was like, "Fuck you!" And the truck stopped.
Hey, there you
And
go.
like 4 motherfuckers got with baseball bats. I ran. My 2 buddies stood there. I ran, jumped over a wall.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
kept
run.
running, jump over walls, running.
You gotta run.
Yeah, we did dumb stuff when I was young, man. We threw water balloons at people out the window. We threw trash at people. It was not good.
I
We
just
did
got this.
egg.
I
brand
deserved
new-
whatever that came for me.
I just got this brand new Hurley sweatshirt too. It was the first night I wore it.
Still wear brand new Hurley sweatshirt.
Egg all over it. I was eating. Ran. That's the most walls I ever jumped over in my life. Like 7-foot walls, like it was a track meet.
That only happens. I get chased by dogs. I jump over any fence. I remember I cleared a fence being chased by a dog, and I went back to see if I could do it again. I couldn't even do it again. That was sheer adrenaline. I dressing up. I haven't dressed up since 4th grade. Actually, you know what? My friends had a Halloween thing. I don't know, man. I'm already scary to 34% Americans. I'm a black man. I'm gonna steal all your women and steal your cars and kneel on your flag and dunk your basketballs.
Take your Halloween candy.
Kneel in front of your flag.
Kneel on your flag. I'm gonna steal your
Yeah,
basketball.
I think-
Eat all your watermelon.
I've been invited.
Eat all your chicken. Oh, your waffles. That's what they're scared of. 34% of Americans. All right, y'all want to do top 10?
Yes, fresh statistics.
Y'all want to do top 10 now?
Let's do it.
Let's do top 10. Top 10 sneakers we feel you should start a collection with. That obviously varies depending on the person you are. But anybody got honorable mentions? I have none. I got one.
I didn't even put mine in order. I just kind of.
It doesn't even matter.
I didn't do it in the top 10. I just
I have a few
10
honorable
shoes you need.
mentions.
What do you got?
Just Chucks,
Yeah,
in
of
general,
course.
Vans,
Yep.
and then Reebok Classics.
Fans should probably be in top 10. Reebok Classics.
I feel the people that are already gonna be starting a collection, they probably already have Vans.
I figured that. In my mind, I'm like, I got Concord 11s as honorable mention. I feel like you gotta have a Concord 11 for a sneaker collection, but Guess it doesn't matter if you're just starting out with 10 sneakers. So, who wants to go first? Bottom 10. Oh, guess I'll go first.
Okay.
Number 10, I got Vapor Max. I do. It's a little early, but I wear my Vapor Max every single day. It's the best thing to throw on. It's almost equivalent to a racer with air bubbles. It's just regular. That's too expensive, though. Number 9, I got Nike SB Low. Something basic. Camo, wheat, blue. You gotta have. Why not? Why not? All right. See, you built your list off of what you like. I'm thinking of
Not
like
necessarily.
in general, like a sneakerhead should
Yeah.
have something
Same.
like
It's
that.
a hybrid.
Number 8, I got racers. Racers, I think Ryan could attest. You wear racers?
All the time.
They're expensive. They're way too expensive.
150 is too much.
Never pay retail for a racer, but they're dope. Even those ones. What are the new that?
Those yellow ones?
No,
I paid
the,
retail for one racer, I think, and it was the the first multi racer that came out. And retail was a good deal
that's
because they
right.
were like
They were
300.
hard then. What's the one that just came out like Mariah's? Not Mariah's, but like it's like
Yeah.
a new version of Mariah.
Mariah
I think.
Flyknit.
Those are tight. I want to see those. I haven't seen them in person yet though. Number 7, I got a New Balance 997. Like I feel like you gotta have some type of New Balance.
That's a good one.
999, 997, maybe 998. Not a 574, nothing like that.
I should have put it on my list.
And number 6, an Ultra Boost. White, black. Actually, any Ultra Boost. It really doesn't matter. You just have to have an Ultra Boost, I feel like, for something. All right, that's my bottom. Who's next?
Andy?
Andy, what
I'll
you
go.
got?
I based my
bottom.
list with colorways too, because I feel like if you're starting a collection, you got to match
What'd you
your
say?
outfit. I did by
You put
colorways.
colorways.
Oh, okay.
So you got to put outfits together and stuff. So,
Okay.
first one I did some shoes to rep your favorite team. So any Nike basketball shoe. For myself, I put the Kobe 9 Moonwalkers for the Suns, of course.
Yeah.
Purple shoes. So any Nike basketball shoe, you got to get one on there. You got to hoop in something too. The next one I put any Nike SB Dunk. We get it for a steal because they're low right now.
Yeah, George is selling his whole
George
collection
himself.
for
Yeah, if
700.
you're size 12.
Hit us up. Hit us up.
Boost
Size
snob.
12. Yeah, hit up the Boost Snob. Size 12, entire collection, 700. You pay
right.
shipping.
And then number
Yeah, shipping
8,
2,000.
I put Stan Smiths, just because that's the
a good one.
OG. Got to have it.
You should.
Even though I'm not an Adidas guy myself at all.
Shame on you.
I've always liked Nike. Let's see. Number 7, I put some 4s on there, some Oreo 4s.
Oreo for us.
I like those. I think they go
they
good
don't
with
suck.
everything.
I'm trying to sell
You
mine.
can do bread 4s, whatever.
Sold mine.
Just a 4, because I think they, besides ones, the next best one.
Hater them.
You ain't got a 4 on your list.
I think
Shut up,
no. I'm
dude.
talking about slanging.
Oh.
Whatever hand gesture you want to do. Pause.
And then lastly, number 6, I
You
put
said sold.
Vapor Max.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I don't know why neither one of you don't have a Vapor Max.
I will
Well,
get one at
especially
the
Ryan.
outlet.
Well, you just
eventually.
ruined my list, but
All right. Ryan, what you got?
I've got Flyknit racers. Any color you need a Flyknit racer.
Any color.
I have the ASIC Gel Saga.
It's a good one.
I think the ASIC Gel Saga is a good shoe. Air Max 1, any color. You need one NMD.
Any color or red or blue?
I mean, red or blue preferably, but I just like Air Max 1 as a model.
It's the best Air Max of all time.
And number 6, a Van Skate High. You need a skate high.
Skate high. Era.
You need a skate high.
Old school low. Skate highs are hard to wear, bro.
You wear them with jeans.
you okay?
What you got?
good winter
Why are you asking me if I'm okay?
You okay? You got to have some kind of athletic shoe, basketball, court shoe, whatever. So Kobe 8, pick one. You know the one I like, the elite style better, black and gold, obviously a unicorn, but pick one. Kobe 8, hoop in it, play pickleball in it. Pickleball is dope.
I don't even know what that is.
You need to learn.
Are we playing that at your thing?
Maybe. I
I'll
don't
watch
know.
you in pickleball,
I don't know.
bro.
if
What's a
there's
pickleball?
You didn't even talk
there's-
about your engagement party in
pretty
California.
good.
Yeah, I
well,
bet
didn't-
you are.
You didn't ask me. Air Max. Why is that funny?
Go ahead.
Air Max 90 infrared. What Simple has on his feet right now.
I disagree.
Oh, you can
that?
do what you want.
Futuristic meet and greets tonight, halftime of the Suns game.
I don't have him perform.
he might
Let's
be
give
a
that a
good
shot.
deal.
3 people signed up.
Yeah, like have him perform because we don't know nothing he does.
Those jerseys are fire.
That's tight. What else you got?
Stan Smith Prime Knit Boost, or regular Stan Smith, whatever. I think Prime Knit Boost is just super comfortable. Let's see here. What else is on here? Vans Old School, low. Got to have Vans Old School. The all navy one, the traditional navy one, whatever you want. Black, white, yeah, whatever.
Dang, that was tight. Jinx.
And Air Max 1 OG. I would prefer the blue colorway, but red or blue, either one.
Number 5 on mine, I got Vans slip-ons, checkers. I think those are like a must. I don't have any eras or old school on there, but to me, Vans in general, you just got to have something. Number 4, I got Y3 Yogi, the Yogi runs, only because I feel like they're nice. You can wear them with anything, and they're probably the most affordable borderline luxury, I guess, if you want to consider Y3 premium.
What shoe did you say?
The Y3 Yogi runs, the one that got at Kith. He has them.
That you sold?
Yep.
Guess you're not a sneakerhead.
Number 3, Stan Smith. I might have more than one. Which, if you want to trade for that ASIC or something.
I like the Pure Boost.
Okay, I have that one.
Pure Boost.
I got that.
You have YT Pure Boost?
Yeah. I might got Z.
You've been stocked.
Number 3, Stan Smith. Number 2,
He doesn't
Air
talk
Max,
about stuff that he buys.
Air
anymore.
Max 1 Red.
He doesn't give
And number 1, Jordan 1 bread. You have to have a Jordan 1 bread, period.
And if you're looking, I'll sell you one.
Look at him.
What
He
about-
just sold one and got more.
What about Black Toe? What about Chicago?
The bread one.
Oh, no.
is the
Black
one you have to
Toe.
have. Or Black Toe. I like Black Toes.
I'm like, what?
I like Black Toes better than
No, I
Chicago's.
love Black Toes. I don't like Chicago's. I've never cared for Chicago ones, ever. What you got, Andy?
All right, number
Top 5.
I got number 5, Air Max 90 Infrareds. Best ones out there.
I don't think I care for OGs, though. There's too many better versions. of it.
Hyperfuse, whatever.
Then say Hyperfuse. Who cares? Pick
Either
one.
That colorway. Number 4, I got Racers. It's the easiest thing to slip on.
Easiest.
I wear them probably 4 days a week.
You can beat them up.
They'll just stay good, comfy,
Beat
light.
him harder than Ezekiel Elliott.
All right.
What
else you
too
got?
soon?
Number 3, I got Prestos. Comfy. I picked the Olympic colorway. Looks
Which
good.
Olympic one were you talking about?
It's the one with like the gold. It's kind of higher.
Oh, the Ultra one. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the one that has like the swirls.
Oh, no,
on
no,
it.
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
The Presto?
Yeah.
The one that we like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those
know
are
you're
the
talking
mid.
about that one.
Fly
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
But there's two.
Off-white.
There's 2 that are considered Olympic though.
Or the off-whites.
There's off-white Prestos. Oh yeah, that's right.
Required to have off-white.
That dude across from us had like 15 pair of off-white
did.
sneakers. I asked him, I'm like, you get a good deal on these? He's like, 600 a pair. Bought them in bulk. I was like, Jesus, I'll get you 600 a pair right now.
Then what was he selling for?
Probably 12,
Oh.
14.
I hate that, man. I hate sneakerheads, bro.
I mean, you know, if you're fortunate enough to get them for that, and
I mean, come on, man. Sell it to me for $850. All right.
he might have.
Oh, you wouldn't have.
He might have.
You couldn't even get
Asics.
Asics.
Nice guy.
You couldn't even get Asics for $350.
Yeah, but that dude was a dickbag. The guy across from us was a nice person.
What's next?
Number 2, Air Max 1. Pick colorway. OG, blue, I put on there. And then number 1, Bread Ones.
Bread ones. Bread
Nice.
one should be on everybody's list at number 1.
I still don't have them. we were talking about that.
Oh,
I
that's
can't even
right.
get them.
You can't even get
I got
'em.
everything else but Bread Ones.
You got black toes on. What you got?
I've got Vans Eras, a Flyknit trainer, any color, preferably the white black. An Ultra Boost, probably either a gray, a white, or a core black. A black or a white cement 3. That's not anymore.
I don't
That's
know.
that-
Picking
you
a
gotta have
Jordan.
that.
Picking a Jordan is like just whatever one you like. If you're gonna start with 10 sneakers, just pick the Jordan you like.
You
But I
gotta.
feel like a bread one has to be in.
Well, number 1, and it's the only one I put in order, is the Bread 1 OG.
It's the only one. In
The
order.
only one in
George,
order.
what you got?
All right.
The only one in order.
We got Jordan 1 low OG. Pick a color. I don't know. I like them much more than the highs these days.
Never wear those. I don't like any of them anymore.
The lows?
I don't like any of
I don't like shoes that much
Yeah,
anymore.
Vapor Max and Racers is just don't want feet. Walk out the house.
Flyknit trainer. I like the trainers better than the racers.
Flyknit trainer. Oh, the one that just came out there. Yeezy version, whatever it's called. Whatever.
Yes, Yeezy designed it. Pick a color. I like the white black ones that I got, but if the black whites come out, I'll try to cop those. And you mentioned the yellow ones earlier. I like the yellow ones too. I just would not pay retail for anything, let alone that. Vans Authentics or Eras, pick one. Checkerboard, in my opinion, the original. But if you want all white damn Daniels, you do you.
Why you say it like that?
Do you, fam?
Originals.
Triple white Ultra Boost, or really any Ultra Boost, black, white,
Any
triple
Ultra
white,
Boost doesn't
Ultra
matter.
Boost. Need to have an Ultra Boost, and then obviously everyone's had it number one, Jordan 1 High OG Black Red.
Why did you call it bread, man? Why you gotta call it black?
Because he's old
I don't
school.
say stuff like that. I don't say foolish stuff.
Oh, excuse me.
You've known these.
Our
for
shout out to
years,
Andy
so.
coming through.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So my buddy and I, we have a clothing brand called Weed Masons. You can find it at weedmasons.com. Weed Masons on Instagram.
Did you bring weed?
I did not. I actually don't smoke myself, so
You don't smoke?
I don't.
All the weed stuff you be wearing
Yeah.
and stuff?
I support the brand. I support anyone that would like to smoke.
Okay,
But
I
I
thought
myself
you
do not
smoked.
smoke. No.
Oh, good. Good
Yeah,
for you.
But I support.
Why?
Just never have really.
Good.
But
Never have. Never even
You've
tried
never
it.
tried a marijuana cigarette?
Never. All right. Never.
I think you're lying.
I'm not lying.
I think you bet somebody made you say that.
No, I've never tried weed in my entire life.
You ever tried marijuana? Of course.
Yeah, look at his beard. It's patchy.
Yeah. He does the way he is.
Yes, I tried Crocodile too, or whatever.
And
it
he
is.
used to go to NAU.
Crocodile.
That's all they do up there.
True.
Nah,
yeah.
He don't remember. He's supposed to.
He's too high. He doesn't
He's too
remember.
high.
last time was in high school.
You've never smoked weed in your entire life.
Never even tried it. Never. Not even thought about it. I just never thought about it. I didn't even taste alcohol. I didn't taste alcohol till I was 22. These are facts. Now I drink all the time, but I never tasted it till 22. Anyways,
Yeah, weedmasons.com. Use the promo code JUSTWIN and you'll get 15% off.
just win like WIN or
WIN.
Oh, okay.
See,
There's another one out there.
so my handles
yourself sued.
on
They're
social
rich.
media were Mr. Just Win, but I deleted all my social media except for Facebook and Twitter. And you'll see, I think you followed me. Yeah.
I just followed you
the
today. I was like, why don't I follow him?
It was the original Just Win with an
okay.
I. So JUSTWIN, 15% off everything at weedmasons.com.
You need to get on Instagram.
I don't like seeing all that bullshit.
So now, the stand that you had at Heat of Soul Summit, is that something that you do regularly, or is that something you just pull out
just
for
started
sneakers?
that about 2 months ago. Just been doing eBay. eBay's lit.
Yeah.
I sell some stuff. I'm like, I can't believe people paid for this.
Now, do you just go to thrift shops and
Yeah.
pick shit up?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Been doing it a couple months. Instagram jerseys.
What are you
and
angry
things
about?
Is the handle with a Z.
What
Jersey.
about, what's your eBay?
eBay is jerseys and things 1 or 2. So go on there, buy some stuff. Got some dope stuff.
Get it? Thing 1, thing 2, get it?
We
You
need
get
to
it?
start
Dr.
slinging
Seuss?
stuff, not weed. We need to start slinging stuff.
I forgot to tell you guys that Kith shoe that I got and sold to that man without even opening the box.
Wasn't the right one.
I guess he got it. It was the right size, but he got it. And I think, number one, they didn't include the special box, and they didn't put paper in the box. So he got the shoe, and the shoe is black from the inside of the box paint rubbing
so
on
you
the shoe.
refunded them.
Nah, he said he contacted Kith directly, and they said they'll offer like 30% refund, but it has to go through me. So he's trying to figure out something else, and he says, "Don't let me know." Like, bro, how do you not put number one, paper in the box, and number two, you
Stuff
have to,
always happens.
all
to
them
you.
pictures with that
Did he send
Scottie
you
Pippen
pictures?
box, and
Did he send you
didn't-
pictures?
He did some pictures, yeah.
All
Shoes
that
all black?
stuff. All that stuff happens to you all.
It's
the
not
time.
all black, but there's black all over the like suede and swoosh and stuff.
Trash. Anything else?
Yeah, from Kith Concepts, you name it. Always
Yeah,
doing
you-
something.
You
He
need to
gets
stop
ripped off by
copying.
them all the time.
You know what it
Forgot
is?
his lace locks.
It must be size 12.
Ay, caramba.
You get a 9.5, you get lucky.
You facts. And you should have bought. Anyways, people had a lot of those too.
What?
Those Kith Maestros.
Hey, shout out to whoever was at Heat of Soul Summit wearing When Pigs Fly. I stopped him. Give him props. That was you? Oh, was it?
Yes, he was. Man,
shit.
are you high?
Are you sure that was you?
Maybe he was smoking.
Yeah, maybe he was
I
smoking.
might have been smoking that herb.
What are you talking about?
That was you.
That was him.
I didn't look at his face. I was just like, yo, dope shoes. But I was looking at the shoes. I didn't even realize it was Andy.
We had talked earlier.
I was just like walking around and I saw him in Pixel and I was like, yo, those are dope. And he was like, yeah. But we didn't make eye contact. I was just looking at his shoes. I didn't even realize who it was.
Bruh.
My bad. Shout out to you. Win Pixel.
Since you're here.
If anyone wants those, by the way, I'll sell those for
$40,000.
$6,000.
$40.
Just kidding.
I got those-
All SBs flying.
I got those for $100.
I would
I
sell
paid
mine.
80
I'd
for
probably
mine.
sell mine
In the
for
group.
$100.
Someone in the group put them
What
up.
size are they?
10.5.
Oh, that's too big for me.
I got paid 80 for mine last year from Trade Show.
Dude, try to-
Did you have them already?
I said, oh, those too big for me. Like, he offered.
No. I was gonna say, dude at the event tried to buy them off my feet.
For how much?
Oh, really?
He walked up to me. He said, "Hey, you selling those shoes on your feet, or do you sell shoes off your feet?" That's what he said. I was like,
Corny.
He tried to buy Vans off somebody else's feet.
Yeah, he said like $300. I was like,
Like, he's smoking
What,
sticks.
Fear
Undercovers.
undercover.
I don't know what that
undercover old schools, some with the flowers on them. I was like, how much you want for those? He was like $350. I was like,
And his
that's like
foot.
on eBay for $150. I'll give you $50.
Anyways,
I give
we're
you
just-
$50.
We're just talking.
He complains all the time. He's a lowballing his ass person.
That's a
We
fact.
know.
But it
Well,
works.
no shit.
Anything else?
Then you can't complain yourself when people try to lowball you.
Nobody lowballed
Anything
me.
else?
"That's the
That's uniqueness.
Wow.